she's still in the system.
What system?
I said, is she in a foster home? Still in a foster home? She said, she's still in. I said, you don't want to answer anything. I said, that's not saying nothing. I said, okay. I said, I'll get in touch with them people and they'll call you back.
Yeah. Is
And
Quinn
I
still in a
hung up.
foster home?
And
Well,
see,
Chris is
that's-
posting that he needed a
But see,
babysitter.
I think that's why they showed up. Because not only, well, they probably got a call, but then they got a call.
Well, see,
for
it's like they flipped everything. Like the domestic violence from Chris, it was Quinn and I that were the victims. And then it's like they tried to flip it that I hurt Chris and Quinn. And then it's like they flipped John's name with his father, John Jr.'s, and tried to say that, then flipped that and tried to say that like I hurt him and a cop, when really the cop and I were hurt by John Jr., who isn't my child. Like, and there's a big DCF breach. And okay, so when that girl came over last night, she said that my son was the victim. Now, if people have been putting John Jr. as when he was with me testing positive for drugs, that would have been my son's father. My son is not a John Thomas Havlin Jr. So if you guys could stop switching paperwork, as well as Quinn and I were hurt by Christopher Fanuff, and this is the whole problem. You guys have been giving out my confidential addresses and putting me and my children in danger. We were victims of violent crimes. Now, this girl didn't discuss any of the allegations with me at all. She also asked my parents questions and read some report that she got from Maine from somebody. And then they said, well, she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. And my mother said, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And my mother said, no, she's not. She has been diagnosed with severe ADHD. And I'm wondering why this girl has a whole bunch of bullshit paperwork and why I was not told the allegations against me and why my son is a victim and what for. And why was Chris asking for a babysitter if she was still in the system? The case was opened against Christopher Fanuff and the caregiver that he and his mother had watching my children. And if you guys don't understand that I have never been diagnosed with schizophrenia, so if you gave my child to the schizophrenic, that's a serious problem for me.